Everybody else has got a mic in front of them, but the one
Do
guy
I wear
that
this
didn't
on
have
my
a mic.
lapel?
No, see, the thing is, you gotta hold the lapel.
Suck it.
You gotta hold it.
Yeah.
I don't know why people do that.
I can hold the mic.
My name is Kane.
So those mics, yeah, Kennedy.
You want to?
Those mics that are supposed to clip onto your shirt,
Yeah.
people hold them.
There's TikToks of people that talk. Even with this, they'll actually use this microphone. If I used it, that's exactly what would happen. I would fucking use it to point, and you wouldn't hear anything I said.
Well, yeah, I know you don't know this, but people at work do the same thing. They have Voceras or hold them up, and they're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
like this.
Yeah, you're not supposed. That's like the first thing they tell you not to do. Don't hold it. It's designed to speak to catch your voice this way. Same with mics. Like the lapel mic, it's designed to catch your voice this way.
Like you have it
People
here. and
talking
it
to
can
them like
clearly-
this.
Yeah, and when they do that, you can tell because it gets like this.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, it's dumb.
You want to get some Lemmy on it?
Yeah.
so
I am control.
Mike,
You
you
don't
like
want
this,
to
it's
play
maybe
me. I am your debt. You don't want to play me. I am the game, and you don't want to play me.
yeah, lapel mics are supposed to act like these, but then people, for some reason, hold them and then they get all close like
And
that.
the ones from the headphones that has the mic like right here.
That
You
I
just
can
talk.
understand if you move and you don't want it to be constantly hitting your shirt. You got to clip it. You should clip it, but it's essentially what those are: is a lapel mic. I don't have sunglasses. I'm not happy.
Do we have any news, or we're just going right into the tournament?
Charlie Norris passed away. Should we even address it?
Who?
He was from WCW. He was an Indian character.
Nope. I have no idea who that is. I don't remember him.
It's from like 92, maybe even 89.
Was it a jobber guy?
Firebreaker chip guy.
Oh.
Yeah. It might have actually been like the 80s.
I don't
Now
remember
that I
him.
think about it.
Oh, we could talk about Lawler too.
Yeah.
Burt Bacharach died.
Who?
Singer, songwriter. No,
Wrestling related?
Who the
Not at all.
fuck is that?
wrote a shit ton of songs, as you probably know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
he
you
died.
usually don't know that shit until you watch the Grammys and they get a Grammy for songwriting. But unless you look in the liner notes, which your ass does, nobody else knows that shit.
No.
No,
Still nothing?
No, it didn't look familiar at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to say, okay, it says WCW in 93. I thought it might have been like 89, but. He was
He
a
was
world.
there-
He was a 5-time heavyweight champion for Minnesota-based Pro Wrestling America.
Their version of
Who'd he beat?
Tatanka.
Who'd he beat? Who'd he ever beat? Come on, give me something good. Doesn't say. Oh wait, let's click on it. Title history. Their first champion was Mad Dog Vachon. Good start. Charlie Norris.
So he must beat Mad Dog Vachon then.
No. He beat Ricky Rice.
I don't know who that is either.
And then he lost it to Ricky Rice. And then guess who beat Ricky Rice? Jerry Lynn.
Oh, Jerry Lynn. He's from Minnesota, isn't he?
Is he?
I don't. You're the
doesn't
big
talk
fan.
like
I don't know.
that.
Maybe you knew.
I don't know.
Like I know Rude and Perfect, they are. but
Yeah,
I
he
didn't-
doesn't have that accent, but maybe, I don't know. Then is that Scotty Riggs or no? Charlie Norris won it back from Terminator Riggs. And then Charlie Norris won it, and then Terminator Riggs beat him, and then Charlie Norris beat him. All of this happens between January and May.
So he won the belt 5 times.
And then
Well, these aren't long reigns, then I'm guessing.
no, and then Taijo Kong, who actually has a thing that I can click, beat Charlie Norris for it.
What was it, like 8 guys on the roster?
Yeah.
Charlie Norris had it 5 times.
And then Charlie Norris won it back from him 2 months later, and then lost it in 2 months to Punisher Sledge. Cool name. Then in April, 2 months later,
So every live event.
Charlie Norris won it back, then lost it in October. Yeah, that's pretty.
Oh,
that's
wow.
a pretty long reign, April to October.
Yeah, all summer long.
Lost it to the Hater. So that's the end of Charlie Norris's reign. So that's 91, 92, and then they must have went to they must have said, wow, 5-time fucking champion.
Yeah.
We need to sign this guy like today. Like he's fucking.
And then job him out to everybody.
Yeah. That's why he held it so long. He was going to be their longest
We need a
reigning
Tatanka
champion.
guy.
Yeah.
You're our Tatanka
Charlie
guy.
Norris sounds good.
Is he really Native American? Or is he
I don't know.
Hell of an Indian name there you got there, Charlie.
like Chief J Strongbow wasn't?
Yeah.
All right, let's
He's
see.
an Italian guy or whatever.
Yeah.
Charlie Norris, best known for his tenure. He's billed from the Red Lake Indian Reservation, but he is from Red Lake, Minnesota, and I mean that makes sense. He might be actually Native American. Yeah, it doesn't really say that he wasn't. Also, so
That's his real name, Charlie Norris?
it's
Not his working name?
It's Charles Norris.
Oh.
Or
Oh, man, they could have called him Chuck Norris. Man, they missed an opportunity there.
I mean, I assume by that point, Chuck Norris would have been copywritten. By 89, Chuck Norris would have been copywritten.
I'm sure, but
You could use it on TV.
what? You would think WCW for the publicity?
Chucky Norris.
You could have
there you go.
the real Chuck
He
Norris
changed
show
it.
up and
You could have Chucky Norris and Arachna Man.
and the
Are we
Toxic
recording-
Turtles.
Is this our start? Is this all recorded, right? Welcome to fucking whatever the fuck this shit is called.
I was trying to look for that date of the.
What a fun start to our conversation. I leave that all in.
That's the shit he sometimes puts on TikTok.
Now,
and stuff.
welcome everybody to the fucking show. Do your intro.
Yeah, this can be a
goddamn.
blooper on the TikTok.
And no blooper. What's the blooper? I mean, rest in peace, Charlie Norris. You had a hell of a run in Minnesota.
That's right, 5-time champ.
Hey everyone, welcome to the We Like Wrestling podcast.
Too bad the Hater ended his career in Minnesota.
Real quick, thank you to our 2023 sponsors, Rise Up Nutrition, Nitro Bar, and Say Cheese. We are also a sponsor of American Excellence Wrestling. They are running 9 total shows in 2023. One already happened in January, but our next one is February 18th at the Hamburg Fieldhouse. Should be exciting. Justin missed the last one, so hopefully...
That was my first one.
So yeah, fun little conversation there.
Hey, rest in peace, Charlie Norris.
Yeah.
And get well soon to Jerry Lawler. I'm sure he's
Yeah,
listening.
Jerry Lawler recently suffered a stroke. JR mentioned or tweeted that he spoke to King,
Briefly.
and
As
obviously,
you would with a stroke.
yeah, obviously JR knows what he's going through with the speech problem that he's having right now.
It seems like Jimmy Hart's been by his side the whole time from what it looks like.
Yeah. Well, he lives down in that
yeah, and
area.
I
they-
didn't
they're
realize that
best
they were
friends.
like friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, of course.
From
Dude.
Memphis days. Holy
Jerry
shit,
Lawler
dude.
and Jimmy Hart booked that shit.
Yeah.
They ran that.
Did WWE acknowledge it at all? Did nobody know? Did they say
It
anything?
happened. Did it happen after?
It happened.
No, I think it happened Tuesday morning.
Tuesday.
Yeah, it happened Tuesday morning.
Yeah, they found him
And I
outside.
don't watch NXT, so I don't
So,
know.
okay.
They found him outside his condo.
Yeah,
Okay, so I don't know if they said anything. Okay.
I don't think they said anything on Dynamite.
Anything on their Twitter or their
I
Facebook
don't
page
know.
or anything?
It all
or-
gets convoluted into what's posted by who.
Okay.
When all of your social medias are kind of directed to one thing, it gets lost in the shuffle.
I'm pretty sure though they probably put something.
I would
out,
think,
you
I
know.
mean, because he still was on good
Some-
terms with
some
them,
of-
I think.
Yeah, he was
Well,
just
he's
there at the
probably-
Rumble.
Yeah.
Sent well wishes and stuff. I'm sure.
We recently found out today, as of this recording, July 28th, the Reading Fightin' Phils,
Oh, yeah.
Papa Shango,
What the fuck's
Godfather,
in July.
Good father.
yeah,
Kamala.
Kamala.
Right.
Charles Wright. July 28th at the Reading
So
Fightin'
we've
Phils.
all met a bunch of times.
We met him before, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
Very
hung out
nice
with him.
guy.
In Philly, yeah.
Yeah, he was next to you guys.
high as a
Very nice. Gave me a lesson on what certain terms mean for certain things. I got 2 lessons in wrestling so far: Vampiro and Godfather. So I'm doing good.
You also got a private lesson from somebody at Legends, but yeah,
That wasn't a lesson.
no.
No, I remember all the things that those 2 men taught me, or told me, I should say.
He seems like a cool guy. That
Yeah,
could,
nice.
could hang out with.
Him and GWC hang out a lot.
Yeah. Well,
So he's around here pretty often.
he's around everywhere pretty often.
Yeah.
He was just doing something with D'Lo in like Vegas.
That's all he does. He just does conventions and meet and
Hey,
greets.
fuck yeah,
Hey,
people
they're
want to
gonna
meet
pay
him.
him.
Yeah, exactly.
He's cool
He owns
as
a
hell.
strip club somewhere, doesn't he?
He probably owns multiple.
He's a Hall of
Diversify.
Famer, right? Is he in a Hall
Yeah,
of
he's a
Fame?
Hall
Yeah.
of Famer.
Is he in as all of
I
his...
think it's just
I thought
Godfather.
I thought he
Godfather.
said at the Hall of Fame he got out of that. He used to, but I thought he said he doesn't
What?
anymore. Own the strip club.
Oh, I, don't
I think he owns it, but I don't think he's like day-to-day business. I think he might just have like,
I don't know.
you know,
I'm not gonna speak for him.
yeah, I don't know.
So, in our group chat, there's a lot of talking that happens. I'm not quite sure what happened. All I know is that Justin has a tournament for us.
Oh yeah, because you said something weird out of nowhere, and you know how my head works.
Well, because I was at work on my phone, which, you know, is par for
Working.
the course.
Working.
I was working. And I just was scrolling through stuff. I forget what article I was reading. It was something about Ric Flair.
And you are right. After doing this, unless you count, so well, I'll let you finish what the article was. But you were right.
I was listening to, not only was I on my phone, but also had my earbud in, listening to Something to Wrestle With, talking about the 1989 Royal Rumble.
Oh, then okay, yeah, the newest one, newest episode.
Yeah,
well,
and-
yeah, newest, yeah.
And they mentioned like Harley Race and all these guys. And then,
Garvin.
yeah, about these former NWA champions. And then I was thinking about it, and I was looking at my phone like, wait, yeah, all these guys who beat Flair wound up in the WWE at one time or another.
Except for one. There's one exception, and I consider it beating him. Jim Herd. Beat him with stupidity and made him vacate the belt.
Spartacus.
And he never had a job with Vince.
So then I went on Wikipedia, and there's a ton of, like I said to you, like there's some guy, Fujinami in Japan beat him,
Yeah, there's a couple.
but that's not recognized by
no,
anybody.
same as Backlund.
Carlos
back in the
Colon.
day, yeah.
Like we said before, when he's in Puerto Rico,
I think the only one that ever counted that wasn't an actual NWA event was the Kerry Von Erich one, but then they switched it back really fast.
yeah, because they used to tour. So like
Yeah.
Monday you're in this territory, you lose it, and then before you go home Friday, you win it back.
Mm-hmm.
So that guy can say he was champ for,
Yeah.
A week while you're
but it's
there.
not recognized by anybody.
No.
Even WWE, you know, they get 16, they don't count,
Yeah.
or else he'd be like a 20-time champ. or whatever it is.
25. He says he's a 25-time champion. There's other things in there, like Mid-Atlantic or something that he considers. I don't know. But we got 16
And that's
people
not count. I didn't
that. So,
not counting when he had the belt in the WWE. I didn't
Yeah.
count those because technically he was working for WWE.
yeah. But there are 16 people that Ric Flair has touched with either losing or winning the belt.
The
So-
NWA and WCW world.
So, yeah. No, and WWE. I counted that. Even though everybody he worked with in WWE, he then also worked with in WCW
Yeah,
for the
that's
belt.
what I mean.
So
it's a lot of
except
repeat.
for Brett. Brett, he never lost it to lost it to in WCW. It was only in WWE.
Yeah.
So everybody Savage Hogan pretty much is.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's the other thing. Who do you consider? He doesn't win the world title.
Well, the first time in WWE he wins it from the Rumble, so he technically didn't beat anybody.
I had the backup that if I needed another person, I was going to say Sid because Sid was technically the last person in the Rumble, but I didn't need it. We have it worked out. 16 people that he won or lost, and most of the time, both. The
And
title.
they always wound up in the WWE after,
this
not before.
in my opinion, when DDP is the weakest guy on your list of guys you've won and lost titles to, it's a pretty fucking decent career, man.
Yeah.
I'd say DDP is like the weakest link on here, and that's a hell of a weak link.
Well, Ronnie Garvin's pretty.
Fuck you! Don't disparage Ronnie Garvin's name.
Well, see, I only know Ronnie Garvin from WWE when he was.
And he did amazing work in WWE.
They didn't make him a big deal. He was a.
He didn't have to make a big deal. He was a big deal.
The Garvin stuff.
He had the stone.
half hour to do a finishing maneuver.
I think that SummerSlam match with him and Greg Valentine is still going on today.
Probably. Remember Orton used to do that when he first started out? Orton used to do that, stomping all the body parts?
Yeah, I think that's a really good move.
You're trying to wear down your opponent.
Yeah. You don't just stomp one spot. Don't just stomp his shoulder. Stomp everywhere. Fuck him up. That's what stomping a mud hole is.
but like we used to say, John and I, like, who the hell is going to lay there and let you, like, literally go around them?
Like, yeah, I wonder where he's going to go next. Probably my other leg. I should probably move. Well, like Justin said, who's going to stand in the corner and let you get punched in the face? Put your arms up. Put your hands up. Why would you? If this is a real fight, you're not going to stand there and go, okay, just keep hitting me.
Only in wrestling, logic does not apply.
Yeah, don't apply logic to an illogical situation.
If I'm ever in a fight with some guy in an alleyway, all I know is if I touch the walls, he has to let me go.
But like the name says,
Like touching
you
the
like
ropes.
wrestling.
Yep. I don't think we do. So I just made a list and I randomized it, and here we go. 1 and 2 is Dusty and Harley. Sorry. I keep sorry.
Jeez.
It's just how we're starting.
And they came to WWE after. The Harley that showed WWE was way past his prime. That wasn't the best Harley.
So was the Dusty.
It wasn't past his prime. It's just I'm gonna always argue that I like Dusty in WWE.
Oh, so do I.
I see.
So,
But I'm
polka
just saying,
dots.
like,
I like it.
the way they portrayed him, though, like,
If he would have been just
and I think he was a little thinner when he was in NWA.
maybe.
The knock is that he was never a main eventer in WWE.
No, yes, he never
He never
made
went
some
for the
name,
world title.
which he
never,
should have, but he's not Hogan
He was, yeah.
or Savage, and he came in during Hogan and Savage.
He was a mid-card guy.
Yeah.
And Harley Race was at the ass end of his career then.
Only because I know a little bit more and I've seen even NWA stuff, I'm going to vote Dusty. 'Cause I never really saw a lot of it.
Man, I can do
Harley
a
Race
60-minute Broadway,
Yeah.
and they were both gone. Oh. See, but the Harley Race that we're talking about here beat Flair.
But also, well, both I can't say this because both of them lost it and won it from Flair. So.
This is like 70s, though, right? Or 80s?
Yeah. I don't
Late
know that.
70s,
I don't have
early
the
80s.
dates, but yes, I assume somewhere around 78.
Or are you basing it on their WWE runs?
No, it's when they wrestled
Flair.
Flair, which some of these people are multiple times.
Well, yeah.
Who had better matches with Flair? That still doesn't help.
No.
Harley or Dusty.
I think
Yeah.
Didn't he beat Dusty for it and lost to Dusty twice, I think.
He lost and won it to almost everybody here. I'm serious. I really think he won and lost it to. No, I think he only won it from Nash. I don't think he lost it from Nash.
And Harley got hurt wrestling Hogan. Was it at a house show?
Yeah,
We did that table spot. And
For those of you watching and listening, I'm probably not going to talk much during this because I have
you'll
no
know some of these
knowledge.
people. You'll know some
I,
of these.
yeah, I
Once
know
we
them,
get
but I
going.
don't know them during this time.
Like I said, I didn't
No,
know.
this
I
is
don't know.
before my time. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's before everybody.
Joe and I are the oldest ones here, and I've seen old videos of it, but I wasn't
Yeah,
alive.
that's what I'm saying. Like I've seen more of the Dusty.
They
stuff than
wrestled on the
Harley.
land before time, actually.
So
And
that's
the
why I
dinosaurs
voted
were their
for
audience.
yeah.
I'll take Dusty.
What did you say?
Dusty. I said Dusty.
All right.
Oh gosh, flip a
Yeah.
coin.
Harley Race was a king.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't the best Harley Race.
Ronnie Garvin, Ricky Steamboat. That's an easy
Steamboat.
Steamboat.
one. Yeah.
Ronnie Garvin was like a 5 foot tall quarterback.
Yeah. Jeff Jarrett, obviously WCW, and Sting, multiple times.
Sting.
Yeah, the Jeff Jarrett, especially because the Jeff Jarrett shit is so, it's late WCW, it's so convoluted.
Well, I think Sting overall is more memorable with Flair.
Without Flair, Sting doesn't do anything.
Sting was the last holdout, right? He was the last guy to touch Flair and show up in WWE.
Sting only showed up in WWE in 2015.
Yeah,
Because everyone else had already been there,
I mean,
right?
I guess.
What Harley's Dusty, they were all there, and Sting was the last guy.
Sting only showed up in like 2015.
Yeah, and he wrestled twice, and then he was gone.
Hall of Fame. Brett and DDP.
Oh, I didn't vote. Who was it? The last one I didn't even vote. Was it Sting? And
It was Sting and Jeff Jarrett.
oh yeah, that's Sting. Oh, is that the stupid Russo
Yes, exactly.
gave the belt to Jarrett?
No. Well, yes. So, Flair. I read this because I was like, so
It's
who did
so
what?
convoluted.
So, and that's the only reason Nash is on here because technically, Flair didn't win it from Nash, but
And he also
Nash
didn't lose it to Jarrett.
Won it and gave it. No, yeah. So he won it from Jarrett. Then on Nitro, Russo just decided to take it away from him and give it back to Jarrett. And then Nash on the same night beat Jarrett, but then gave the belt to Flair. So I don't know.
Did you get all that?
It's all in like 1 week, like pay-per-view, Nitro.
Man, I'm glad I missed WCW.
Oh,
That's
was-
not WCW. Don't say that.
That's like
That's
2001. isn't it?
Russo
That's
CW.
the end.
And wasn't
Yeah, it's 2000. Yeah.
wasn't Jarrett the champion when he was supposed to lose it to Hogan at Bash at the Beach, and he just laid down and like
Yeah, but that's
Ah,
they
it's a
they
whole
planned
big
that.
thing.
That's come out that they planned that. It wasn't a shoot like everybody thought.
Oh, that they were
The only
this
thing
is
that
all
was
bullshit.
shot,
and
the
he
only
left.
thing that they shot on was the promo after. Hogan had left because they didn't want to smarten up anybody, so Hogan left like he was supposed to, and that's when Russo came out and cut the promo, and Hogan knew nothing about it. He's literally in the limo, going back to the hotel as Russo's doing this and knows nothing about it. It's not the internet, he has no smartphone to be watching it live on his phone while it's happening. Like, yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, because I remember when he sued about that.
Yeah. All right, we're Brett and DDP.
Right.
Yeah, the DDP one is also a triple threat with Jarrett.
Yeah, because he didn't actually beat DDP.
He pinned Jarrett. That's why Jarrett then gets a title shot for again. So
And DDP never pinned him.
yeah,
Like one-on-one, they never had a match.
yeah. But also the Brett match was never technically televised.
Yeah, for WWE.
Yeah, it
was
was
a
on
house show.
Rampage. WWE
They
Rampage.
It was a house show in Canada.
They showed the end of it. They did have cameras there.
Yeah,
but-
well, yeah, and they put it on a Coliseum video. It's
Exclusive,
called
yeah.
Rampage. Yeah,
Yeah.
But
That's why you
it's
said
Brett,
Rampage.
right? Yeah,
Okay.
it's Brett, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nash and Kerry Von Erich. Again, I just explained to you the Nash thing.
They never
So,
wrestled one-on-one.
They never actually. Well, yeah, they did. Not for the belt though.
Well,
Yeah.
if you're going by WCCW, Kerry Von Erich.
Yeah, we're talking about Shea Stadium, right? That's Shea Stadium.
and this
The
is...
helicopter is that the Kerry Von Erich match?
It's-
The helicopter in Shea Stadium.
Yeah. And that was back when the NWA champion was loaned out to different
Right.
companies.
He beat him, and then Flair beat him back for it. pretty
Yeah,
fast.
so
but it was still
technically-
good matches.
Flair had to go to WC for Jarrett.
Yes.
Back then, there was a board of directors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the head of each company would sit together and go, okay, well, I want the champ like this week.
Mm-hmm.
They would also vote on who got the belt.
Who? Yeah. Okay. Well, I want him this week. Like you'd book him, and they booked him because it would draw money. You get the NWA champion to come to your town.
I'm gonna go with Kerry Von Erich.
Modern day warrior.
Yeah.
There's so much potential in him. If he just could, that whole family is so cursed.
I agree.
What was there? 8 boys. There's 1 left.
Yeah. Grandchildren, but yeah.
Kevin, yep. Yeah, Kevin's the only one left.
But yeah, Kerry could have had again. The problem with going to WWF at that time is that you have Hogan. You don't need Kerry Von Erich.
warrior. Yeah.
So I think in that era, if you made it to the IC title, you made it. You know, that's like winning a world title anywhere else but WWF.
Especially considering Macho and Warrior both had the IC title at some point.
Yeah, but Warrior, Macho made the title because before Macho Man and Steamboat, the title didn't really matter. Like Tito Santana had it, Greg Valentine had it. It was
Don Morocco.
Yeah, it wasn't a great belt.
It wasn't a worker's belt.
It wasn't until Steamboat and Savage.
WrestleMania 3.
Yeah, that belt became holy shit. Like this guy had it, and this guy had it, and this guy.
And then
had
I think
it.
Honky's
Honky
long
Tonk
run
Man.
with it.
Yeah, and then Warrior's destroying of that.
But
And
and
I
also
think-
when he got to WWE, he was on some drugs.
Who
Kerry Von Erich, he was, because that's when he had the fake foot. Then
supposedly?
yeah, so he
Technically,
was.
we don't know, but
Yeah,
yeah.
he was. Yeah, it's a shame.
So who
Good-looking
is it?
guy.
Nash or Kerry?
I voted Kerry.
I'll take Kerry Von Erich.
The Nash thing.
I'll be a tiebreaker if you need it.
The rumor was that he played Warrior at a few house shows. I don't know if that's ever been confirmed.
I don't think so.
The Warrior no showed, so
No.
they just put makeup on and said, "You're built. Just run around.
that's
No one
just-
will
that's
even
just
notice."
One of those stupid rumors that you hear at flea markets from guys who think that Vince McMahon owns every wrestling promotion.
And
It's all-
apparently
it's all
somebody that
work.
knows Undertaker.
Yeah,
yeah.
because he lives in Allentown.
Barry
And that
Windham,
dead guys were at the last convention.
Barry Windham, and Hulk Hogan. Please pick Barry Windham.
I was
It's a better match.
Barry
Remember
Windham.
that I'm talking about when he didn't beat or lose the title of Hogan in WWF. This is all WCW Hogan.
Yeah, because Vince shit the bed with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because they did some house shows and went, didn't draw money.
Yeah, he did it. He won and lost it to Hogan and Hollywood. So it doesn't matter which one.
And then
WCW.
when Flair and Hogan finally did something in the E, they were both like 60 plus.
Yeah.
But I mean, when Flair came over and won the Rumble in 92, everyone went, yes, finally.
I mean, the last three in were Sid,
Hogan.
Hogan, and Flair. You had two WCW guys who were over here, and your guy, he could put both guys over.
And at the time, Flair saying he's the real world champ. I mean, this thing
Could
writes
you
itself.
imagine if in 92 they would have done four ways and it would have been like Undertaker, Hogan, Sid, and
Flair?
at WrestleMania? Because at this point, Savage is still feuding with Roberts from the Bite.
Yes.
So
And Taker was in that, wasn't he?
that's when Taker turned face. Because he was going to hit Liz with the chair, but then Taker takes
Yeah.
it back.
So
Because at
is
this WrestleMania that's coming up after the Rumble, Taker faces Jake.
Yeah, so, I mean, so
He's
he's
gonna
sort
hit
of
him. Yeah.
tangled off. He's
But then they end. That's the thing. They end that Savage and Jake feud with like nothing. You should have ended that at WrestleMania. Let Taker be in a main event, which would have been good. But they didn't have four ways back then. But it would have been cool. But Barry Windham and Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan in WCW. Young Barry Windham, by the way.
Wyndham-
I'm going to go with Barry Windham.
every single run that Wyndham had in WWE was a crap.
This wasn't WWE.
No, I'm
We're
just
talking
saying.
about the matches they had with Ric Flair.
I get that, but we also say this is based upon that they came to WWE after Flair, and every single time he came to WWE was shit.
No, Wyndham would have been already in WWE, then left because
Remember he was US Express.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 1.
Then he
goes
came
to
back,
Flair,
and, like the Widowmaker was
Yeah,
shit,
that
and then
was
the
shit.
Stalker.
You know, what year was Widowmaker?
89?
He's still no. He probably
88,
beat Flair
89, something.
around that time.
Because he
I
had
don't
like
have the
4
dates written
runs.
down. Yeah,
Because he was like Widowmaker left,
because
Stalker.
Stalker still might not have been him as world champion. So when he leaves Widowmaker, that's when he. So yes, it would have been before that. So he would have been U.S. Express, leave, Horseman.
That's a long
then,
run.
Then Wrestling Flair, then Stalker. Because when he leaves Stalker, that's when he goes back to being Dustin's partner
Yeah, then he comes back,
as Widowmaker in '96.
and then he leaves again.
No, wait. Do I have those reversed?
Because he remember he was a new
Is
Blackjack.
Widowmaker early? And then
Widowmaker was
Stalker
early.
was later. Sorry.
Yeah.
I have those.
Widowmaker
They're
and
the same
Stalker.
fucking
Yeah,
gimmick.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And then he comes back to the last time. It was a new Blackjack. That was his last.
He doesn't leave after Widowmaker.
Well, he's
What's
hurt.
Stalker. Yeah, he doesn't leave after Stalker in
Yeah, he was
96.
injured and he came back.
Then he comes back after at an injury as a Blackjack.
Yeah. And then after that, he's just gone. But he wasn't the same.
No. Then he goes to West Texas Rednecks.
Oh, sorry, with Kurt Hennig and
Yeah.
the rap his crap. And
Yeah.
I mean, all his WWE runs after US Express are just, ugh.
I mean, to me, U.S. Express isn't even that great. I get that they had the Hogan theme first
Yeah.
and shit, but yeah, it does nothing.
But he was
for me.
young then. He was kind of
It's
green.
non-IRS Mike Rotunda. Who gives a shit?
But early WCW Barry
But-
Windham was very good.
Amazing, right? Yeah.
The Barry Windham that WWE got was like broken down, injured.
Yeah.
He wasn't that. Ugh. Gotta take Hogan, I know.
It's on.
I'm taking
it's on.
Hogan.
Hogan and WCW.
No, he's taken. I'm Barry Windham Horseman is great.
That's this time.
I'm not arguing, but it's Hogan, man. It's Hogan.
Hogan at Bash on the Beach. It was over. They
So
did
Hogan
have,
beat
they
him
had Shaq.
as a face and a heel,
Yeah.
and lost to him,
Yes, he won and lost it both.
face and heel.
Yes.
I'll go Wyndham.
Good. Savage. Savage and Giant.
I was never a fan of Hogan.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
Savage and Giant.
I'm going
Savage.
Savage. Him and
But-
Flair had better matches.
Now Savage beat him,
Both WWE and
ended his first run. He wins at the Rumble and loses it to Macho.
Mania.
That's what the picture of
then-
him with Liz.
And then Flair wins it back from him.
Loses it to Brett, and then he's gone.
He's not gone, but
but-
yeah.
Yeah, loses that retirement match.
Well, I mean, there's a lot. There's like the fucking tag match, the Flair and Razor. Yeah,
versus supposed to be Macho and Warrior.
But just Razor helped Flair win the belt
Yeah.
from Savage.
Yeah,
He
so
distracted
there's
him
more in there. It's not just like wins it, loses it, wins it, loses it,
Yeah.
goes home.
He was only there like 18 months. And he was a two-time
Yeah.
champ,
Yeah,
and he never got it when he came back. Flair never world champion again.
he should have been. I think he should have won the world title in his final run, and then Shawn should have taken it from him at the WrestleMania. But that's beyond the point.
But I was saying to John today at work too. I thought there was something, or did they just present him with the belt after Raw went off the air or something?
Yeah, I
So
don't
I
know.
thought something happened like where like he supposedly won it, but like from Triple H, but Hunter
they
had
might
his
have gave him
feet
a
on the
belt.
ropes or something.
It might have just been like an honorary.
It's just a
Or
fucking,
something, yeah.
just a dusty finish. Yeah.
And then
Savage and Giant,
Macho
pretty easy.
won it at World War III.
Yeah.
That's the Hogan.
And then
I was
Hogan
under the ropes. I went
bitches,
under.
yeah.
I went under. Crybaby
Yeah.
Hogan, and then
Yeah.
lost it to Flair.
Yep.
I'm saying Macho.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
definitely
Savage.
not.
Especially because the Giant one sucked. It's Giant.
And
He won it on Nitro.
Flair beat him. He beat the Giant.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't remember.
Rude and Vader.
And Giant beat him, and then he beat the
This
Giant.
is all after he's already been in WWE. So this is 93, 94.
Jim Hurt is gone, so he came back.
Yeah. I believe Kevin Sullivan's booking at this point. No, not at this point. No.
I thought he went back because he got the book.
Yeah, he might have.
That's
been
why he
booking.
said to Vince, like, they're gonna let me have the book.
But this is the same, that whole run where he comes back as a face, and so it's Rude and Vader. Those are the guys he pretty much flip-flops with for a few months.
I mean, I really like Rude, but I got to go. This era of Vader in WCW was very good.
He
So
was
I'm going
really
Vader.
good. You gotta get that WWE run out of your mind because he was fucking great in WCW. He really was.
Well, I mean, what did Bruce Pritchard say? They signed the Vader they saw on TV in WCW, and then the guy that showed up was out of shape,
Yeah,
didn't have the work ethic. He was just like, who's this?
I don't know. Yeah,
Like, but that he's also lost to Ron Simmons. Made Ron Simmons the first black world champion.
Rude was also the torchbearer in this era of WCW. I mean, Flair leaves, They kind of gave that shit to Rude. They gave it right to him. Here, you're going to be our guy. And he wrestled some awesome matches.
Him and Sting. I thought him and Steamboat, didn't they?
Sting, Steamboat,
What was that? Masachono?
Chono. He would have worked with Ron Simmons also. In fact, I believe he would have won the title from Ron Simmons. I don't think he wins it from Sting.
I thought Simmons lost it back to Vader.
Did he? Okay.
Vader's like a 3-time champ.
I remember there was we did the thing with Halloween Havoc, and Vader like subs for Rude for something, and then wins the belt. Do you remember this? Oh no, is it World War? No, it's not. What is it? Where Vader like beats Nikita Koloff, and Rude. It's like he's defending a belt for Rude because Rude is wrestling later tonight too. Was that?
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the event.
Did
but I know what
that
you're
start a
talking about.
feud after that? Because I don't really know.
It might have.
Yeah.
I don't know who the
think-
face would have been. They're both heels.
Vader was a little bit of a face.
Or is he kind of a tweener?
Well,
He'd like to beat people up.
If he would have, so say he would have defended a belt for Rude as a heel, like, okay, Harley Race helped him defend the belt, whatever. And then he turns around and says, well, I kept this belt for you, now you defend it to me. He doesn't have to be a face, but he's kind of the guy in the right. You know what I mean?
And one that this time, the one.
That would have been 92, so.
He was, like the U.S. heavyweight champion?
I think that's what it is. I think he's wrestling Chono later, but he's also the U.S. champion. So so Vader defends the U.S. title for him, and then probably beats him for the.
Okay.
But either way, Rude and Vader.
Vader.
It's got to be Vader. In WCW, dude's a beast, especially at this time when they're doing their triple threat of Vader, Flair, and Hogan.
I remember being a kid and I thought Vader was coming out with that elephant mask with a shot smoke. I thought that was the coolest thing I'd ever seen.
I remember seeing that from
That was
New
badass.
Japan.
Yeah. Big Van Vader, yeah.
Dusty and Sting.
I'm gonna say Sting.
Yeah, I gotta go Sting.
I think he wrestled every version of Sting, didn't he? He wrestled Surfer, he wrestled Crow.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Not for belts.
I'm pretty sure they touched in TNA too.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. They're attached
So
to the
so
asshole.
Joker Sting.
Yeah, I'll take Sting.
Gary Von Erich and Savage.
I'd watch that match.
That'd be a pretty damn good match.
So I'll take Macho.
Yeah, Macho.
With Savage.
Ooh, yeah.
Steamboat and Brett.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God! Take my money.
Now we're getting into the
Hey, Flair, look at how many workers are on there.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
Flair. And
It's
then
a
you've had
who's
guys
who.
like Vader who
It's a who's who. And in my opinion, DDP is the worst person. And we're talking about 97, 98 DDP when he is on fucking fire.
he basically put WCW on his back.
Yeah.
He carried that company. He was the hottest thing going. Oh, Steamboat and Brett. I'm
Yeah,
biased.
everybody loves RKO out of nowhere. They have no idea how much
yeah.
Diamond Cutter out of nowhere was fucking over. Then I forget who he did it to. He does the fucking. He goes for like what looks like it's gonna be like a scoop bomb, and then he fucking rotates them and does the. I'll have to find out. I'll try to figure out who he did it to. But
Oh, he had a lot of them that he did the shit out of.
But we're still talking about Steamboat and Brett.
I gotta take Brett.
I'll say Steamboat.
Of course, I'm biased.
Sorry, I'm biased. I gotta take Brett.
Oh my god!
I don't remember Brett and Rick,
My god!
but I do remember Steamboat and Rick.
I mean, those
But
matches.
those, yeah, like hour-long Broadway.
But you can't go wrong either way.
I think
Yeah.
you went wrong. Barry Windham and Vader.
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 Yeah.
Strictly because he's got the size on him.
Wyndham was a big guy. Don't let him fool you. Wyndham was like 6'7".
yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
6'8". He didn't that muscle, but
Yeah.
he was
Yeah,
a
but
big Texas
Vader
boy.
was 400 pounds and can move like he weighed 200.
Sting and Savage.
And you actually saw that in WCW.
Yeah.
Sting.
Savage.
WrestleMania, Starrcade. That's what you're looking at here. One main event in WrestleMania, one main event in Starrcade. Did he? No, that was Great American Bash. I mean, they probably wrestled at Starrcade.
They wrestled everywhere, all over. The first Clash of the Champions ever 60-minute.
Clash of the Champions and Great American Bash. That was there. I don't think.
And the last
Sting and
Nitro.
Flair, yeah. Well, and yeah, there's a lot in between there, but I'm talking about the big ones: Clash of Champions and Great American Bash. Great American Bash is the one. Sting's coming out party. This is Sting's winning the belt.
But it's funny though. Like Eric Bischoff says, like Halloween Havoc was when.
Yeah, that's so weird. I still don't understand that.
What?
How you have Super Brawl, you have Starrcade, you have Great American Bash, and Eric Bischoff considers Halloween Havoc to be their WrestleMania. I don't see that.
Yeah, I thought that was weird.
Yeah, that's
too.
what
I always
Bischoff-
thought
Starrcade is their
Starrcade.
Starrcade,
of course.
And
But-
Great
then
American Bash is
Great
their
American-
SummerSlam.
Yeah, Great American Bash is their SummerSlam. Exactly. Yeah. I
And
don't
Halloween
know.
Havoc was like their Survivor Series, wasn't it? It's like
Yeah,
October.
but I'm not even talking about month wise. But yes, it's that. No, I'd say
Like
Halloween
fall.
Havoc is more like their. Well,
Maybe
yeah,
the chamber.
I guess War Games or Fall
Yeah.
Brawl or whatever they call it would be more like their Royal Rumble, because that's the one, like, you don't really care about the match, but you look forward to it, you know. So I don't know. Halloween Havoc, I guess, is King of the Ring. It's cool, but don't really remember anything. It's still my favorite pay-per-view, so I don't know. Maybe he's right.
In terms of matches,
New Blood Rising. Sin.
in terms of matches, I'm going Savage
I mean,
because
you
Sting
say-
and Flair were more of. I remember the stories more than the matches.
I think Sting and Flair are like Austin Rock.
No, because they were made. Without Ric Flair, Sting never made it. Sting would have ended up just being another painted up dude that looks really good on the mid card. Without that Flair match, because Sting was nobody. Like they started
That match
putting,
made him,
yeah, they
yeah.
started putting the fire behind him, and then Horseman turned on him, and that's when he got the big push. But outside of that, he was just a painted up. Like he was with Rick Steiner and Eddie Gilbert and shit, and he was just a painted up guy. But people got behind him for that Flair match.
I'm
And of
going
course,
Savage.
it was always the chase. Everyone wanted Sting to
But
chase.
it's Savage, and you know Ric Flair fucked his wife and rode horses
And he
with her
had pictures.
and hung out by the pool with her.
She was mine first, Macho.
And it turns out that they weren't true. But why would Macho Man even be mad? Because he was there for those pictures. So wouldn't he then remember those pictures being taken?
Yeah, wouldn't he be like, I don't remember you being there when I was.
Yeah. There's like pictures of them in their house together in his pool. Wouldn't Savage just be like, that looks a lot like my pool? And I remember taking pictures by my pool, and she was wearing that same dress.
And you weren't
think
there.
You photoshopped
Well, I think,
these.
yeah, well, I think that's
Before
what it was.
Photoshop.
Yeah.
They said like the magazine was supposed to have investigated. Yeah. Actually,
Yeah, I did like that. They printed the pictures in the magazine, and then after he beat him, and then it was revealed because if he beat him, I guess they were fake, and if he didn't beat him, I guess they were real.
I guess.
Logic to an illogical situation.
Well, and then also at that WrestleMania one day, like Heenan kept saying like, "Oh, we got like a big photo of Liz
Yeah.
we're gonna unveil and
Yeah.
stuff."
So Savage or Sting?
I'm going Savage.
I'm going Savage.
I don't know. The Sting and Flair are synonymous with me.
Brett and Vader.
Which we actually saw they did touch in WCW. Or, I mean,
No, WWE.
WWE.
That
yeah,
wasn't
I
the-
meant
But
WWE.
during the Montreal or the Canadian
Stampede.
Stampede
But that wasn't the
stuff,
good
yeah.
Vader.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just
Not
saying
at all.
that-
I don't remember either of those matches.
The Vader matches, you
Well,
wouldn't remember.
Flair, like Flair Vader or Flair Brett. I don't remember.
Flair Vader was in a downtime. It's 93, 94, before Hogan.
Before the
And,
Monday Night
and
Wars.
Brett
yeah.
wasn't televised, but you can find it on WWF Rampage.
I'm actually.
They have it on the network.
But if you go on Peacock and watch that Canadian Stampede in your house, that's considered one of the best. That's
Where the
that.
fuck did that come from?
That's that Canadian Stampede.
I'm telling him to watch Rampage, and not
Canadian
the
Stampede is
AEW one. Don't
That's-
watch that.
that.
That's the show, is it, with Brad and
Yeah, the only reason it's great is because it's like the homecoming and the crowd is hot as fuck and half of them are hearts. or fucking Hearts.
Probably the whole Hart family there.
Yeah, they are. It's
But
the whole, all of Hardcam side is just all Hearts.
But it's considered one of
Or
the
if you
best
ever fucking stuck your dick in a heart, you got to go
in
to
your
the
house
show.
shows. That crowd is hot.
Yeah, well, but in your house then. At that point, they were steering away from just in your house, cold day in hell, or in your house, bitter enemies, better friends. In your house, beware of dog. It was now start becoming a thing, like how they eventually got to Judgment Days and Armageddon's.
They
And shit
dropped
like
it
that.
in your house. Now.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like I wouldn't call it in your house Canadian Stampede. I would call it Canadian Stampede.
DX had an in your house pay per view.
That was the last one, wasn't it? Wasn't it the last?
Was it
In
that
Your
or
House?
Rock Bottom?
Or maybe it was Rock Bottom.
Yeah, it's one or the other.
I think so. And then
I'm gonna say Vader.
I'm going with Vader because if we're talking early WCW Vader,
It's not early WCW Vader, but it's 94.
well, but
It's
I mean
not-
before he got to WWE and was like crap.
Well, yeah, all of WCW was before that, yeah. All right, Savage Vader. That's a pretty easy one.
Savage.
Vader.
I'm going Savage.
I'm surprised he didn't say Vader or say. Yeah, didn't he ever lose it to one of the Beverly Brothers? I fucking love those guys.
aren't they really brothers?
Yeah. Oh no, it was Basham's. That's who you went over. Basham's. That's right. Sorry, I had it wrong. I actually like Beverly Brothers.
Isn't there a Big Van Vader LJN
Kind of.
next?
All right, we're done with that.
So Macho won.
Yeah, well, no,
Him
Randy
with his
Savage won.
Oh, David Letterman
In
10
honor,
10 things.
in honor of
throws it
yeah,
through the window.
yeah, in honor of Lanny, we put Savage over. It's the only way we can honor him. All right, now I'm gonna start holding the mic like this.
Like those TikTokers.
Yeah.
By the way,
I actually there is a show that I only like their TikToks. I haven't actually looked at their show, but they do hold the mic like this. But they do like they draft weird things. It's like draft
Oh.
things that are orange, and they'll start off with like, all right, number one draft pick.
is it the white guy with the
Basketball.
glasses?
No, there's two guys. It's two guys, and it's like he'll be like number one draft pick basketball. It's like, come on, man, I'm taking oranges. All right, well, if you're taking oranges, I'm taking carrots.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, I got to go with, I don't know, like those are Donald Trump.
See, I feel like I know who you're talking about. It's one of the guys has glasses. It's,
I don't know that, but there's two guys.
but they do like cereals.
yeah.
They draft like random things,
should
and then
start doing that.
they like argue over like, because the guy will take like blueberry Wheaties as number one, and he'll like, you know,
fucking
I
wasting
don't
a
know.
pick on blueberry
Yeah.
Wheaties. Yeah, that kind of shit.
and then it's like you could have easily got that for $5 or whatever.
All
you
right,
know.
fine. I'm going to think of a draft. We're doing a draft next week.
I mean next week is AXW. I was gonna see about getting an interview.
All right, we'll draft with them then. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to be on next week.
What's next week?
My son's birthday,
Oh, is it on Wednesday? Oh, Thursday?
16th.
You could
Yeah.
record a different day. We
Yeah.
can have him on. He can draft with us.
We're setting up Friday.
Yeah, we can do a different day. That's fine.
All right, I'm going to come up with a draft. That's next week's episode. You heard it here first. Or else
Exclusive.
it's fucking
Come up with a draft right now. We'll run through it.
No. This needs time. This needs prep.
So I see. So Montez Ford is in the elimination chamber.
Hold on, but also whatever I come up with, you're not going to know like half the fucking thing. So you're going to need time to look some shit up.
Some research.
Yeah. So is this the
Best
split?
WCW light heavyweight champion.
Is this the split?
I just
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think they're going to split.
I don't know.
I think they're going to do it.
I
smart.
like him, but
It seemed like Angelo Dawkins was kind of.
I think they're just fucking with everybody.
I just don't get like how's he a contender for the U.S. title if he's never wrestled solo? He's always been a tank.
He looks
He won
great.
it, but didn't they have
No,
to
I
win a
like
match?
him.
to
Yeah,
get
they
in?
won.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm saying
Yeah, he beat.
same with like Bronson Reed. He
Elias.
shouldn't be there, but you can't find 5 contenders.
Bronson Reed's in there to toss guys to make it look cool, so that when Montez Ford jumps off the fucking thing, he can catch him. Who did I say that
So-
out last week? Because there's somebody else in the chamber. that
Theory,
said somebody's gonna
Seth.
jump off. And he's gonna catch him.
Everybody-
Every single person that's not Bronson Reed in
Gargano.
the chamber, Gargano's definitely getting tossed. He's getting tossed.
He's a
up
bump.
and
He's gonna
down.
bump. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's going to
Everyone's in, right? They have all 6 guys.
Theory, Seth, Ford, Gargano, Reed. Who's the last one?
I have no fucking clue.
I don't know. They all
Did you
qualified.
say Seth?
Yeah.
Dolph? No.
So does Theory keep it,
No,
and
Dolph.
then it's him and Cena at Mania for the title?
Eh.
Does Seth get it, and it's him and Logan for the title?
No. Do not put a title around Seth Logan.
Logan already
Jesus
wrestled for the
Christ.
WWE.
Yeah. He doesn't need that anymore. That was in Saudi Arabia. It doesn't count.
Because
The blood money shows don't count.
Yeah.
Like the true to
Or-
the troops.
or is this Montez's big push?
Nah. Oh, I mean, it could be his big push. They're not splitting.
He might do well. He won't be the first one out, but I don't know if he's gonna win.
Yeah, they might make it like he's the one that's like, oh my gosh, is he going to win it? But he's not.
Make him in theory at the end.
Yeah.
But they'll probably, this will probably be the build to the split.
Who is it? Who is the last
Like
guy?
he'll start getting like more singles
Damian
matches.
Priest.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, yeah.
And the women are all in too.
Oh look, he's like, oh, it's Damian Priest. Like disappointment. Like, ugh.
Kind of am.
Yeah, Bailey's not in the chamber.
No.
That's right, because Finn and Dominic are wrestling.
Yeah. No, not Finn and Dominic.
No, it's
Oh, Finn and Rhea
Yeah.
versus Edge and
yeah.
Beth.
wait, it's not Dom.
No, it's Finn and Rhea.
Come on.
No, 2023. You can't.
Dom and Rhea though.
It
No,
was.
Edge starts throwing a woman around, and they're gonna all kinds of shit going on.
No, Rhea's. It's going to be a mixed tag.
That's
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
it's
saying.
Finn.
Dom.
But I'm
Dom
saying
and
Dom
Rhea.
and Rhea
No.
because mommy.
But that's what it should have been. It
Oh
should.
yeah.
Yeah.
But come on, he's not ready for that shit. No. The women's is Mella, Raquel, Asuka, whose fucking makeup looks amazing.
Yeah.
Nikki, I guess not ASH.
No, she's Nikki
No,
Cross.
she is Nikki Cross. No.
Natalia and Liv.
That's a
That's
mixed
Liv,
match.
right? That's Liv.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a mixed
So-
match of Raw and SmackDown.
It's gonna. They face Bianca at Mania, right?
The person is facing Bianca.
It's gonna be Mella.
I think
Who
it's
just
gonna be
came
Asuka.
back? She wasn't even in the Rumble. She just came back and she qualifies.
I don't know. She didn't look very good. Did you see that match?
I think it's either Liv or Mella. Liv didn't have her big moment
Liv
as champion.
did good in that Rumble. Give it to her.
So Natalia's just in there to work everybody.
She's the ring
Although
general.
Fucking Asuka's really hot coming back.
I think it's going to be Asuka.
And didn't they wrestle at Mania?
Natalia's
before?
there to call the match. Yeah, she's the.
Yeah, Natalia's there to work. She's gonna start it. Her and like
Nikki is there
Nikki
to
or
destroy
Raquel are gonna
things.
start.
Raquel's gonna
Raquel's
toss
going to
people.
toss people.
Yeah,
But Natalia's she's your ring general.
and
Yeah.
Liv-
she's definitely not getting the win.
Liv is gonna be your final two.
I think Liv and Asuka are gonna be your final two.
I'm going to say Liv.
I
Went
think
from-
Liv, Asuka, and Mella. I think Mella does come through, but I don't think she's making it.
Final three.
I
Yeah.
don't. I think she's coming to the final three. I think.
See, I-
I think Liv
See,
starts like the Rumble, and then she makes it to the end, but she doesn't win.
yeah. No, I don't think Liv starts. I think Natalia and either Mella or Raquel start. Is Raquel a heel or face?
Face.
Okay, and Natalia's heel, right?
I don't know. She just
She
came
might
back.
be a heel now, or
think
a
she's a-
face now.
Oh yeah, because she's going. Her and Shayna.
She's like Big Show.
Kroger now.
I thought Shayna was the face out of that. No.
No, Shayna and Ronda are both heel.
Oh, okay.
I saw something that said
Why wouldn't Shayna be in it?
Shayna and Ronda are planning. They're planning them as a team.
Yeah. So, is there any like special thing to Theory coming in as champion? Does he have to come in number one or?
Not
That
that
I
I
know
know.
of. Not.
Okay.
See, with the women's,
That's not.
I was
That's
thinking,
not this week, right?
Next
It's the
weekend.
18th. Same night as AXW.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking for the women's it would be Raquel, Liv, and Asuka
I mean-
at the end.
They've got 4 pretty good matches, both chamber matches. The tag matches actually I'm kind of interested in, the mixed tag, and Sammy and Roman, which we speculated about last week, which
So
it's happening.
And we think
And
apparently,
it's
it's Jay.
supposed
Jay going to show up?
so apparently, I've seen multiple reports saying that apparently due to their DUI history, they're not allowed in Canada.
maybe.
No, it's just one.
Usos. Well, they both got DUIs.
Oh, do they? Well, fuck.
Although it's the
who
same
doesn't?
one both times. Was it each one of them?
No, one got in trouble multiple times, but I think the other one.
I don't know.
Well, and
So unless that's
Jimmy.
a work,
Jimmy was the one who was away. Jay is the one who's married to
Naomi.
Naomi. Yeah, he's clean. He's straight.
But he's the one that's gone, that walked out or whatever. It's not there.
Yes. So Jimmy's the one who's had the problems in the past. Did he try to fight a cop too?
I think they've both had problems of some sort. I don't know if they were both.
Yeah, but
DUIs.
he said the one has got his shit
Multiple
together.
times. Yeah, Jay's kind of got his shit together. I mean,
Or,
I don't know if
Naomi
it's-
cleaned him up, I think.
yeah.
it's supposed to be at Chamber or maybe WrestleMania, but they're building, I guess, Becky and Lita and Trish supposedly are supposed to take on Damage
bringing in
Control.
Trish too. I saw Lita came back during. I didn't see the match.
Yeah. So during Raw 30, they attacked.
But Dakota's injured, so I don't know how long she's going to be out, though.
Did you see they did the fucking barbershop
Yeah.
spot on NXT?
Yeah.
No.
JCJ
Yeah.
and Gigi.
On their
she
pay-per-view
attacked Gigi. She put her through Bailey's ding dong door.
Oh.
no, it
It's
was
not as good.
Tuesday.
And then kicked
Yeah.
her in the face.
Oh.
That
Yeah, the
kick
kick in the
looks
face
stiff.
looked pretty
The
good.
toxic attraction over, they broke up?
Yeah. Gigi's gonna come out the face.
Oh. So, I mean,
Well, and she's the one that people
it's getting called up, you think?
like a lot more.
Like they'll probably feud and
I
then
don't think so.
one of them will come up.
No, I don't think so. I don't think you need to.
So at Raw 30, Damage Control attacked Becky before the cage. On this past week on Raw, Lita showed up and then went after Damage Control.
And then
So-
slammed the door, the cage
Yeah.
door on Bailey.
So then that would maybe Trish shows up at some point, and then that would
And the week before that, Becky had attacked Io and Dakota, because that's how she got Bailey to agree to the match.
Okay.
Because she had Dakota's foot in the thing with a chair and stuff, so.
Okay. That
So-
would make sense. That 6-women tag would make sense.
just 4 matches announced for Chamber.
But the
The
chamber
chamber matches
matches
are gonna be
usually are
long.
about an hour.
They
each.
take a while.
Yeah, you're talking about 6 people. Yeah.
Nothing with KO.
Well, there's only 5 matches on the last one, wasn't there?
KO, I think, is still selling though. Like.
Oh, and it,
But it's in
he-
Canada. He's going to show up.
Roman and Sammy. I
Yeah,
think.
we said it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
But so
Yeah.
Gunther's not defending his IC? Is
Not
that
that,
a
not
match?
yet. We still have SmackDown to go,
That's true.
and we still have another Raw,
Raw
and
and
SmackDown, in
SmackDown,
front
yeah.
in between there. Yeah.
Well, when are they doing the tag titles?
Oh yeah, when does that
tournament still
end?
going?
So it's Braun and Ricochet.
They won.
Yeah.
I think it's this week
Yeah.
then. I think it's on SmackDown.
They won the whole tournament?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
I
supposed to
think
be-
I think it's this Friday. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was going to be
So
Sheamus.
now we're
and,
gonna see what comes from that.
I totally thought that was going to be Sheamus and Drew were going to win.
Yeah, but I think they pulled the. I think they were probably supposed to, but I think they pulled the plug on that.
Oh.
Because maybe they're going with that triple threat idea at Mania
Maybe.
for the IC.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't like.
I'm
that.
They're feuding
confused.
with the Viking Raiders right now.
I'm
That's what it
confused
seems, yeah.
by Braun and Ricochet though. Braun,
So the whole point was that Braun made fun of Ricochet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the flippy floppy.
but why push him?
Hey, Braun was a tag team champ with a 10-year-old boy from
That's
the
true,
crowd.
and he is again. So.
But like,
Him and Ricochet and Braun had like a really good match in that tournament. I think for whoever was going to go after Gunther.
I don't know. That is
Yeah, but-
that's
Get a
beyond
shot
my.
at him.
It just seemed like an odd pairing, but whatever.
but why push him
The
if Braun is a
Instagram
dick?
does not say when the tag title match is happening. As of now. So it could be Elimination Chamber. It could be this week on SmackDown. I don't know.
Well, Elimination Chamber is next weekend, February 18th. Also, February 18th is AXW from the Hamburg Fieldhouse. Also coming up, we have March 17th, Three Legacies Wrestling in Lancaster, PA.
It's Friday. I love Friday wrestling for some reason.
Oh, there's that other. I think that 3LW's involved with on the 18th. There's another
Oh.
wrestling here local.
Yeah, February 18th, Three Legacies is running in Lancaster as well. We'll be
A
at
lot of
AX,
wrestling too. So.
we'll be at AXW February 18th.
Yeah.
Friday, March 17th is Three Legacies. That'll be our first Three Legacies show. Ricardo has been doing very well with his shows. February, March, April 22nd is PWE in Harrisburg. April 29th is AXW in Hamburg again. I want to say May 20th, CCW in York.
Yeah.
It's at the York Baseball
I thought
Stadium.
that was also the 18th. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, that's March 11th, something like that. March. So May 20th in York at the baseball stadium. Nothing for June yet. No, I lied. June is AXW. July is open, but July 28th is Reading Phillies.
Which will probably be there. Just come say hi and have a beer. It is a Friday night this time, not a weeknight.
It's Friday night. It's a wrestling night.
Yeah.
You can meet the Godfather, Papa Shango. You get
have a wrestling
bobbleheads
show
as well.
afterwards, don't they?
No,
They
they haven't
haven't done
been
that in
doing
years,
that. Yeah. You get 2 bobbleheads.
Oh, really?
I
Oh,
think if you
oh,
get
is
a
that what that
paid
picture
one.
is? You get 2? Okay.
One of Papa Shango, one of Godfather.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you usually have to buy the pre-order them.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Say, like,
I actually
So-
kind of want that. The Papa Shango one.
Also, in August is another collaboration. I'm not sure of the date, but we heard from Ricardo.
Oh, yes.
Sometime in August
Lancaster Clipper Stadium, yeah.
at Lancaster Clipper Stadium. 3 Legacies and AXW working together. It's going to be a banger show.
Banger Bros.
September 16th.
Do they ride the Bang Bros?
Yep.
September 16th, AXW, Legends of Hamburg. It won't be scorching hot in July.
Yep.
So all of you fans that were worried about the heat, don't worry. It's September. It'll still be hot, just not
Not as hot.
deathly hot. And then October, November, December, AXW, Hamburg, PA.
Sorry.
We have a loaded 2023 coming up. I'm not entirely sure if we have anything planned with Nitro Bar yet. But yeah, next weekend should be fun. We'll be at
Yeah.
AXW. Support indie wrestling.
Yeah.
Either go to Lancaster for 3 Legacies or AXW in Hamburg. When
And then go home and watch Elimination Chamber on Peacock.
stay off your phone.
Yeah.
Avoid spoilers.
It's easy.
Support indie wrestling. It matters more than WWE. No, I don't care.
It does.
Wrestling,
It does.
Yeah. But supporting indie wrestling is huge. It means so much to so many people. And of course, Peacock is a streaming service, so you don't have to watch it live. I think that's what we'll do. We'll just.
Exactly what I'll do. Yeah. I probably wouldn't watch it anyway.
I just want to see like the Sammy match.
I only
Yeah, that's
wanna
probably
see
the only thing that's
Chambers.
really like the Chambers are good, but I think the Sammy match is the only thing that's really going to get me wanting to watch.
Again, I want to say thank you to our sponsors: Rise Up Nutrition, Say Cheese, and Nitro Bar. They've sponsored us throughout the 2023 year. We sponsor AXW throughout the 2023 year. Tons of wrestling up ahead, whether it's indie or WWE. It's Mania season, baby. Just enjoy some wrestling, no matter what it is. See you next week.
Before we go, any predictions for the big game this Sunday? No, we can't call what it is, but the big game.
38-21 Eagles.
I don't have a score, but I'm rooting for the Eagles. I'm going Eagles.
If that's correct, do I get the belt? It's pretty fucking good.
Joe, who do you think's gonna win? Who are you going for?
I gotta go with the local team.
Eagles. The Eagles.
Jared?
I'm indifferent.
We all get free Wawa Ogies if the Eagles win. Come on. Get that water
I
ice,
don't.
you know.
I don't hate the Eagles. I don't hate the Chiefs. But
I
Eagles
don't-
fans are annoying.
I hate either one.
I don't think so.
Eagles
I'm actually-
fans are
I
obnoxious.
think no way. Eagles fans have been great this Super Bowl.
I will say both teams are fun to watch.
We're not allowed to say
Fun
that.
to watch, Swaggle.
Yeah, both teams are fun to watch.
Probably we're allowed to say that. It has to be. It's the big game.
Oh, we can say it. I think.
I don't
We
think
can't make
we're-
money off of it.
Yeah,
No, we ain't making money
I
off this.
can't. I can't put it in the title or anything. But
Yeah.
We can't get demonetized because we ain't making any
Yeah, I was
money.
gonna say we're not monetized, so we can put it in the. We can literally say that that's what this whole episode is about.
that's right. I forgot about that.
We're not doing
So
it. We can't get demonetized.
Super Bowl Sunday this week. Eagles
I probably
Chiefs.
won't watch.
I'll be watching it
I'll be watching it.
next weekend, February 18th. 3 Legacies in
I'm not
Lancaster,
gonna watch it.
AXW Hamburg, Elimination Chamber in Canada. If you're in, just go.
If you're in the area.
Yeah, support indie wrestling, whether it's
You're in the
Lancaster or
country.
Hamburg. We'll be at Hamburg. We'll see you next week.
And then the next pay per view after that is in America. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, it's WrestleMania.
In America.
Yeah.
You ever notice that? Oh, you have a UK pay per view and we have a Canadian pay per view.
America.
You also
Michael.
have an American pay-per-view. Why don't you say where it is? Is it in Toronto? Where the fuck is it? I don't even know. So
Like
it's in
it's-
Canada. Canada's big as fuck.
It
Yeah,
is.
I don't know where it is.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Alright.
Montreal.
I'm done with this
Montreal,
shit.
Quebec.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Montreal.
Fuck WWE.
We'll see you next week.